Scrum PSPO-II exam practice questions with explanations are available in the video for you to study. Which of the following best describes the primary focus of a product owner in a high-performing Scrum environment? A. Managing the daily task assignments and performance metrics of the developers. B. Optimizing the return on investment and value derived from the product increment. C. Ensuring every feature request submitted by stakeholders is documented and implemented. D. Facilitating all Scrum events to ensure the Scrum Master can focus on external impediments. The answer is B. The product owner is explicitly accountable for maximizing the value of the product resulting from the work of the Scrum team. This requires the product owner to constantly balance customer needs, business strategy, and technical constraints to ensure the most valuable work is prioritized. While managing the product backlog is a key activity, it is a means to the end of value delivery rather than the primary goal itself. Other options describe roles outside the scope of the product owner, such as project management or stakeholder administration. Success in this role is measured by outcomes and the tangible benefits the product provides to the organization and its users. When a product has reached a stage where it shows high current value but low unrealized value, what is the most appropriate strategic approach? A. Increase marketing spend to force growth in an already saturated market. B. Shift focus toward harvesting the product by maintaining quality while minimizing new investments. C. Add experimental features to the product backlog to force new market adoption. D. Drastically reduce the product price to attract competitors' customers. The answer is B. Products with high current value and low unrealized value have effectively reached maturity in their market lifecycle. In this stage, the product is providing significant value, but there is little potential for additional growth through traditional feature expansion. The most effective strategy is a harvest approach, where investment is throttled to focus on maintaining customer satisfaction while capital is reallocated to more promising opportunities. Continuing to overinvest in features that do not increase the product's market ceiling results in diminished returns. Successful product owners recognize when a product has maximized its potential and prioritize organizational agility by moving resources toward new ventures. Which of the following statements accurately characterizes the role of the product owner during the formulation of a sprint goal? A. The product owner dictates the sprint goal to ensure it aligns with the overall product goal. B. The product owner creates the sprint goal independently and presents it to the developers for approval. C. The product owner collaborates with the entire Scrum team to craft a goal that provides direction and purpose. D. The product owner should not be involved in the sprint goal as it is the responsibility of the developers. The answer is C. The sprint goal is a critical commitment that provides a cohesive theme for the sprint and guides the Scrum team's decision-making. Because the product owner is responsible for the product's direction and the developers are responsible for the technical feasibility and implementation plan, the goal must be a collaborative effort. By working together, the team ensures that the sprint goal is both valuable from a business perspective and realistic from a technical perspective. If the product owner dictates the goal, it ignores the developer's technical insights. If the developers act alone, the goal may lack strategic alignment. A collaborative approach fosters shared ownership and increases the likelihood of delivering a high-quality, valuable increment. You are the product owner and two high-ranking stakeholders have strongly conflicting priorities regarding the next major release. What is the most professional way to resolve this tension? A. Defer the decision to the steering committee to avoid personal confrontation. B. Implement features for both stakeholders to maintain political harmony. C. Use empirical data and experiments to validate which option better serves the product vision. D. Prioritize the stakeholder who has the most seniority in the organization. The answer is C. Product ownership is inherently about making difficult trade-offs based on evidence rather than organizational politics. When stakeholder priorities clash, the product owner must return to the product goal and the available data to guide decision-making. By designing small experiments or analyzing usage data, the product owner can provide objective evidence to justify a chosen path. This approach moves the conversation from opinion-based lobbying to value-based decision-making. Responding to seniority or trying to satisfy everyone often leads to a bloated, incoherent product that fails to deliver a clear value proposition. Which of the following scenarios best demonstrates a lack of transparency in the product backlog? A. The product backlog is ordered by potential value rather than implementation effort. B. The product backlog includes items that remain unfinished, according to the definition of done. C. The product backlog contains technical debt items alongside new feature requests. D. The product backlog is updated regularly as new market insights emerge. The answer is B. Transparency in Scrum relies on a shared understanding of what constitutes done. When product backlog items are treated as complete even if they fail to meet the established definition of done, stakeholders and the team lose the ability to accurately assess progress. This creates a false sense of security and obscures the true state of the product increment. Items that are not truly done should remain in the backlog to be prioritized appropriately, ensuring that stakeholders understand the reality of the work remaining. The other options describe healthy behaviors, ordering by value, addressing technical debt, and refining the backlog are all standard practices that improve product management. How should a product owner effectively manage their time when a single product is being developed by multiple Scrum teams? A. Delegate all refinement activities to the Scrum Master to focus solely on stakeholder management. B. Enlist a program management office to define the tasks for each team to ensure coordination. C. Establish a clear, shared product goal and empower the teams to make local decisions that align with that direction. D. Appoint a sub-product owner for each team to ensure every team has a dedicated decision maker. The answer is C. When scaling, the product owner must avoid becoming a bottleneck by trying to micromanage every decision across multiple teams. The most effective strategy is to provide extreme clarity on the product goal and the intended outcomes, then delegate the execution details to the individual teams. By empowering the teams, the product owner promotes self-organization and enables the teams to resolve their own dependencies. Introducing proxies or sub-product owners often creates communication silos and muddies the accountability of the product. The product owner remains the single accountable individual for the product but acts as a strategic guide rather than a tactical task manager. You observe that a significant portion of the features you added last year have very low adoption rates. What is the best next step? A. Increase marketing efforts to ensure more users are aware of these features. B. Remove these features immediately to simplify the product interface. C. Investigate why users are not utilizing these features through qualitative research and usage analysis. D. Keep the features as they are, assuming users will eventually find them useful. The answer is C. Blindly removing features or forcing adoption via marketing are both risky behaviors that ignore the why behind user behavior. A professional product owner must first inspect the empirical evidence to understand the discrepancy between the perceived value, why the feature was built, and the actual value, how it is used. This research might reveal a usability issue, a lack of need, or simply a lack of discoverability. By diagnosing the root cause through user interviews and data analysis, the product owner can make an informed decision to either pivot, improve, or deprecate the feature. This is a core tenet of the evidence-based management approach to product agility. Why is a robust definition of done essential for a product owner? A. It provides the Scrum Master with a tool to track the team's velocity. B. It ensures that the product increment is potentially releasable and maintains high quality, reducing future rework. C. It allows the developers to decide what tasks they can skip when the sprint is nearing the deadline. D. It serves as a performance contract between the product owner and the management team. The answer is B. The definition of done, DoD, is the primary safeguard against the accumulation of undone work or technical debt. For a product owner, a high-quality DoD means that every increment is actually usable, which increases the team's ability to pivot and release at any moment. Without a clear DoD, done becomes subjective, and the team will inevitably spend increasing amounts of time fixing bugs and managing legacy issues rather than delivering new value. While velocity may be a byproduct of a team's way of working, the DoD is not intended for performance tracking or punishment. It is a quality standard that enables professional development and sustainable value delivery. Which of the following is the most accurate description of product backlog management? A. The product owner is solely responsible for writing every item on the backlog in technical detail. B. The product owner is responsible for the ordering of items, but the developers are responsible for the actual definition and content of the items. C. The product owner is accountable for the backlog, but they can and should collaborate with developers and stakeholders to refine and clarify items. D. The product owner is responsible for the backlog, but the Scrum Master must approve the ordering of items before each sprint planning. The answer is C. While the product owner is accountable for the product backlog, the activity of managing it is a collaborative team sport. Effective product owners leverage the expertise of the developers to understand the technical feasibility and effort of items, and the insights of stakeholders to understand value. By delegating the refinement and clarification of items to the team, the product owner ensures the backlog is well-informed and transparent. The product owner retains final accountability for the ordering, ensuring the work aligns with the product's strategic goals, but the quality of the backlog benefits significantly from the diversity of input from the entire Scrum team. During sprint planning, the team finds that the forecasted work is becoming significantly larger than their historical capacity. What is the most effective way for the product owner to respond? A. Advise the team to work overtime to ensure the sprint goal is met. B. Direct the team to stop all refinement work for the remainder of the sprint. C. Negotiate the scope of the sprint backlog with the developers to focus on the highest value items that support the sprint goal. D. Ask the Scrum Master to mandate that the team increases their velocity. The answer is C. Sprint planning results in a forecast, not a fixed commitment. When it becomes clear that the team's capacity is lower than the amount of work required to satisfy all chosen items, the goal of the meeting is not to force the work through, but to adjust the scope to maintain the viability of the sprint goal. The product owner should collaborate with the developers to identify which backlog items can be removed or deferred while still achieving the sprint goal. This keeps the sprint manageable, protects team sustainability, and ensures that the team delivers a high-quality, done increment rather than a partially completed, poor quality mass of work.